something that looks.
What's up, y'all? Coach Austin here to provide y'all one final briefing of all of the workouts that are coming up in the TTG summer series. All right, we're going to talk about each workout in order. We're going to break them down to make sure that we answer most questions and then set y'all up for success. All right, again, starting with workout one. Workout one is a two-parter. Workout one is on a 12-minute cap. Part A goes from 0 to 7, and then part B goes to 7 to 12, okay? Immediately, something to note is that part A is for time. If you finish part A early, you're resting, okay? You're not allowed to bank extra time and begin working on part B earlier. You're just gonna use that extra time as rest, okay? Part A is for time, part B is for weight, okay? Part A, we have 21, 15, 9 echo bike calories, single arm alternating devil's press, and toes to bar, okay? One note to make is that all female teams across all divisions are gonna have reduced calories. So if you'll see here, I've got the blue for the men. Men are gonna do 21. Women are gonna do 15, 12, 9 for only the calories, okay? Everything else stays the same. So round one for a female team would look like 15 calories on the echo bike, 21 single arm devil's press, 21 toes to bar, and then so on. 15 or 12, and then 9 and 9. Go ahead and pause it. What are you saying? All right. That being said, male-female teams, there's no difference. Male-female and male-male are all going to do the same thing. It's only those female teams that have reduced calories, and it's only the calories that are reduced, okay? Echo bike calories, single arm devil's press, toes to bar. Devil's press weight for our RX teams will be 50 for the men, 35 for the ladies, okay? If you have a male-female team, you'll have two separate dumbbells. Otherwise, y'all will be sharing just one dumbbell, again, alternating sides every rep. That's for our RX division. Intermediate division is 40 for the men, 30 for the ladies, and then scaled is 30, 20, okay? As we go down, toes to bar, if we're in that RX division, y'all know the drill there. We're touching those toes to the bar before we come back down. For our intermediate division, it's straight-legged toes above waist, okay? So while keeping our knees locked out or pretty close to, we're gonna get those toes above the waist, okay? I said it before, but the easiest way to make sure we don't get a no rep is by exceeding the standard. So if you go toes to belly button, that is gonna make the job much easier on you and the judge, okay? Toes above waist are for intermediate. For scaled, we have knees above waist. Same thing, if we can exceed that standard slightly, you're gonna set yourself up for success, all right? You and a partner, split that any way you want, one partner working at a time. The caveat to that is you have to do an exchange, okay? We're gonna have the barbells set up where your partner is resting. It's gonna be about 20 feet away from where your bike and dumbbell are set up. So if you want to switch, the working partner has to run and tag in the resting partner before the resting partner can pick up where they left off. All right, that is part A. Again, part A is for time. If you finish early, great, you get to rest. If not, you'll get time capped and you immediately roll into part B. Part B is a complex, a snatch complex. For RX and intermediate, you're going to do a power snatch, okay? So catching that snatch, starting it from the floor, catching it with your hips above knees, into a hang squat snatch. So now without touching the ground, you'll redo a snatch, but this time hips travel below knees into an overhead squat, okay? At any point during the power snatch, hang squat snatch, overhead squat, say I mess up my hang squat snatch and I get no rep there, I don't have to put the bar down and restart. My power snatch was still good, but I have to redo that hang squat snatch, okay? That'll be your complex for intermediate and RX. For scaled, y'all are going to do a snatch, a hang snatch, and a hang snatch. You can decide, do you want to squat? Do you want to power? Do you want to do a mix of either? It's up to you, okay? One partner working at a time there, your score is going to be your combined weight, and that'll do it. Last thing here is in the event of a tie across all events that we have laid out, score for part A of workout one, your time here will be the tie break, all right? That is WOD 1. All right. Workout two of the summer series is a 14-minute AMRAP climbing the ladder, okay? For those of you that don't know, climbing the ladder just means that upon completion of a round, we're gonna do the same thing, just with increased reps, okay? Our workout, 14-minute AMRAP of 10 calories on the row for the men, 7 for female teams, okay? Just like WOD 1, male, female are gonna use the men's calories, the 10 calories. Female teams will have a reduction there, all right? So 10 and 7 calorie row into 10 chest to bar pull-ups, all right? 20, 14 calorie row, 20 handstand push-ups, all right? Like I said before, climbing the ladder. So when you get into round 2, now we're gonna see 30 or 21, 30 chest to bar, 40 or 28, 40 handstand push-ups, okay? For 14 minutes, you're just gonna keep going, getting as far as you can, following that pattern, and seeing where you can get to, all right? If this pattern seems a bit confusing, don't worry about it. Your judge is gonna have a scorecard. They're gonna help keep you on track and let you know where you need to be, okay? A few standards here. 1, just like in workout 1, the monitor is gonna be reset. I think I forgot to mention that the first time, but just like when we get back to the bike, when we get back to the rower, the monitor is gonna be zeroed out to keep an even playing field. Chest to bar pull-ups, we are looking for contact below the collarbone, all right? We are looking for your chest to touch. And then handstand push-ups, we'll be following one of the older CrossFit standards where there was a 40 by 24 inch box. As long as the hands and everything are inside that box and you come to full lockout with heels touching at the top of your rep, that is a good rep, okay? For our intermediate and scaled divisions, the male, female, and male teams will use the same calories. It's only those female teams in these 2 divisions that have a reduction, but everything rep-wise stays the same, okay? Instead of chest to bar for our intermediate team, they are going to do chin over bar, all right? As long as you start at a hang below the bottom and you get that chin above the bar, that is a good rep. And then instead of standard handstand push-ups, we're gonna give you some assistance. Still operating inside that box, but now you're gonna have 4 inches of assistance. That looks like a 10-pound plate, which is about 1.5 inches, and then one of our ab mats stacked on top. That will shorten your range of motion and provide more success for y'all there, all right? For the scaled division, y'all are gonna have jumping pull-ups, okay? Prior to the event, you'll get set up with your judge. You and your judge will set up some plates or a box under our bars so that when you stand at full extension with your arms straight up above your head, we find a bar that comes halfway down the forearm, okay? For a good jumping pull-up, halfway down the forearm, you're gonna sink all the way down so that your arms start at full extension, your legs will be bent, and then you will jump and pull to get your chin over the bar for a good rep, okay? Instead of handstand push-ups, you'll do hand release push-ups. All you have to do there is start and end in a good stacked plank position with only your hands and toes touching the ground. And then as you come down to the bottom of your rep, you'll flash your hands off the ground, so both hands come off the ground, and then back to the ground to help you push back up, okay? If you use your knees in the push-up, that is okay. You just have to make sure at the top of the rep you have pulled the knees off and you've come into a good, nice, straight plank, all right? That is workout 2, 14-minute AMRAP. We'll have some fun here. Go. All right, last piece of this workout, workout 2, is whenever you and a partner want to switch, there's no penalty. So unlike workout 1 where you have to run in and tag your partner in, or workout 3, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, workout 2, your partner can be standing right next to you and you can switch at any time, all right? This is one partner working at a time, but it's very easy to switch as you get tired, all right? Workout 3. Workout 3 is 4-time deadlifts and hang squat cleans, okay? 4-time with a 9-minute cap. You're going to start at 12 deadlifts, and every round your deadlifts are gonna descend all the way down to 1. You're gonna start at 1 hang squat clean, and every round hang squat cleans are gonna ascend, okay? So that being said, round 1 looks like 12 deadlifts into 1 hang squat clean, and then you get into 11, into 2 hang squat clean, 10, and 3, all the way to the end, okay? For the divisions, there is nothing different here across rep schemes or any of that. The only differences for this workout is weight. RX men are gonna have 135, women 95, intermediate 115, 80, and then scaled 75, 55, okay? If you are a mixed team, a male-female team, you'll have 2 different bars. Otherwise, everybody is gonna be sharing the same bar and rolling through this piece with a 9-minute cap, okay? This one's gonna get spicy. It's gonna be 1 partner working at a time. The catch here, I mentioned earlier that there was a penalty to switching. Anytime you break, meaning you rest either your deadlifts or your hang squat cleans on the ground, so you're no longer under tension, or you switch partners, the penalty is both partners run 2 shuttle runs, okay? We'll have some tape set up. It'll be 25 feet apart. A good shuttle run is down and back, so 50 feet total. You'll do that twice, okay? Following the CrossFit standards for all of this stuff, we're gonna look for hips below knees in the squats. We're gonna look for full extension in the deadlifts. And then in these shuttle runs, we're gonna look for 3 points of contact. 2 feet, 1 hand touching behind the line, okay? Both partners will run 2 shuttle runs and complete those good standards before you may resume. One more thing we want to note about workout 3 is the hang squat cleans are specifically written as hang squat cleans, not full squat cleans. Meaning as you finish your deadlifts from the previous movement, there needs to be a dead stop with the barbell before moving into your hang squat cleans, okay? Anything besides this would be a no rep. So I'll show good rep here. All right, if I were to redo those same 3 movements, if I try to speed up and kind of cheese the rep, I would get a no rep here. All right, you can't combine those 2 movements. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that clarifies a lot of the finer details about the movements. If you have more questions, we'll be emailing out heat lists and whatnot pretty soon. And then we'll detail some time when we'll have an athlete briefing before the first event. So if you want to come in and ask any more questions, feel free to do so when we've got that briefing. See y'all in a couple weeks.